Yo, what's up, man? Another episode of Bringing the Business. BC in here.
Well, it's Nick right here, man. Sitting in a Zoom session. He's looking a little different. Well, hey, we still here, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, it ain't no stopping us, man. We go figure out a way to do this thing, man.
What's
so
up?
we got a couple special guests in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? You know, every time we come on, we always tell you all the places that you can find Bringing the Business. You know what I'm saying? Which is YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that. So these two brothers right here, I got the pleasure of sparring with on a daily basis on the Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? So we get it in and we get it on and cracking every day, you know, with different topics and different situations and stuff like that on the page. So just want to, you know what I'm saying, introduce these brothers, man. First brother, man, I've been knowing them. What, man, we getting old, B, about over 20 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Over 20 years now, man. Sure.
Yeah. He was a college buddy of mine, man. Real smooth cat, man, cool cat, man. Always been laid back, chill, man. So, and he know his stuff with this sports, man. So, BT, man, appreciate you sliding in on us.
Peace to the guys on the earth, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, then we got, man, what we probably call, I know a lot of people are called probably a menace to society or something, man. Something in the Facebook group, man. We got that boy Jeff in the house, man. On the page, he Rico. So,
man, I just gotta talk that talk, gang. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man, he been challenged to celebrity boxing matches and everything, man. That's how much he get under people's skin, man. And there, man. That's why I say gotta call him the menace to society.
It'd be fact though, dude.
Hey, and then I gotta throw this in. Like, I don't mean put that man business in the street, but B, you already know this. But Nick, I'm gonna pull your coattail to it. You gotta factor in, man. The man was born in '91.
Oh, so young blood, huh?
Man, bro. So he don't want to give us us old heads no respect, bro.
The 90s baby, huh?
Yeah, he don't want to get an old school no respect, man. So
no. And I'm explain that too.
We be having to lay the young boy across our lap, man. But
no.
But anyway, man, look, y'all saw this week, man. Oakley. Y'all see Oakley is on the circuit right now. He was on the Breakfast Club. He was on Shannon Sharp show. He was on you know, I saw him on a lot of different shows or whatever. So he you know what I'm saying, he on the chilling circuit right now, going around. And one of the main things that he talked about that kind of like had people in the uproar, he talked about Patrick Ewing. And he said that Patrick Ewing was a good player. I heard, like I say, I'm going to put the pieces together from different segments. He called him a B star opposed to being a A, if y'all know what I mean. He say Mike then was A. He say Patrick was more of a B than an A. So he talked about that. He said the reason the Knicks didn't win a championship was because Patrick couldn't put them on his back and take him to the win a championship. He took him there, but he said he couldn't win. He also talked about Patrick being dominated by Olajuwon, and so those were the basis of him saying what he said about Patrick. So I'm gonna start with Nick, man. What you think, man?
I mean, the proof's in the pudding. Actually, you know what I'm saying. He didn't win, but but also when you're going up against Mike, you know, that's hard, but he bring up a good point with Akeem. Akeem was a monster, dude. So it's like, did he hold his own with Akeem? No. So, I mean, he got everything he coming with is facts. He also was like, man, in the whole time, Pat had no flagrants, maybe one, none. If he said it was like one or two.
Like 2 or 3 or something, yeah, the whole 10 years.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, he was a big man, but he's like more finesse big man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, he wasn't the person that you could like really count on like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was good. He was good, but can you
Not
really
great.
count on him to put him on the? I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't great. I'm not gonna go there and say he wasn't a great player. But can you put your team on his back? I think Oakley got a good point in that shit. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
No. I want to go last. on that.
All right, B.
So, I'm with Nick. There's two school of thoughts, right? Some would say that, they didn't win because he couldn't put the team on his back, and ultimately that's it, right? The other school of thought is, you had that killer out of the crib during the 90s, and there wasn't no chance for him to come out the East. He had one chance in 94, 95, and I think they went up against Houston 1 year and got spanked. 0-1 in the middle, you know what I'm saying, got spanked or whatever. So that was your shot. But I can agree with Oak and saying that he probably was, he was on the cusp, right? I think he was probably considered a superstar back then because of the market that he played in.
I get you on that one. Yeah.
But I don't, just looking back, man, I don't know how dominant he was as a center. He was just one of the few, notable centers. He was one of the few, sort of superstar centers, if you will, in the league during that time, but I can't, like, we know what Shaq did, right? We know how dominant Shaq was. Without looking at Pat's stats, I can't tell you how dominant he was or he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just related to the chips, right? Because that's the first thing we want to run to. Oh, he ain't win no chips. He wasn't dominant. He ain't win no chips. It don't matter. Like, it can't just be about that, because winning the chip is only a few people that's going to get to do that, right? And so greatness and a Hall of Fame career cannot be defined by whether or not a person won a chip, right? So, those are my thoughts, man.
And now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get my 2 cents on it. Now, I think Oak tripping. I think Oak is tripping, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Pat was the only reason that New York team was relevant in them 80s and them 90s. Only reason that team, because think about it. In 94, right? And 94 was a janky ass year. And I'm gonna tell you why. 94 was a janky ass year. But 94, Oakley was an all-star, averaging like 11 and 11 or something like that. Okay. And then you had Starks was an all-star. And we all know Starks wasn't no fucking all-star. Then you had, just to come out of New York for a minute, I also believe that's the year BJ Armstrong made the all-star team. Like, 94 was iffy. And I say all that to say Patrick Ewing didn't play with nobody. He didn't play with all-stars or whatever like the other. Mike had Scottie Pippen. Karl Malone had Stockton. Guys had, who did he have over there with him with the Knicks? He had a whole bunch of role players, bro. He had a whole bunch of role players. If you give Patrick Ewing, right, Mitch Richmond, give Patrick Ewing Tim Hardaway. We're not going to even go into the caliber of a Reggie Miller or nothing, but give Tim Hardaway give Patrick Ewing those type of guys. I think you see more success with Patrick. Now, it still won't be that much success because he's still not going to be Mike, in my opinion. But think about how much harder that makes that series if we have to see Patrick Ewing with a Mitch Richmond with him. You know what I'm saying? He had John fucking Starks and all that, bro. Like, he took that team every year deep in them playoffs, every fucking year by himself, basically. And y'all want to tell me that man wasn't dominant, that man wasn't great? And as far as Oakley, bro, sometimes you just got to shut up, man, because you wasn't like that, bro. Like, how you talking about the man didn't carry y'all to a chip? You wasn't like that, man. You was an enforcer. You tried to be the bruiser or whatever like that, right? You was the name of the book he's coming out with. So y'all don't know the reason he's on this chilling circuit. He's coming out with a book. right?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
The man, if you're the name of the book is The Enforcer. If you're the enforcer and you're this guy, why don't you see Patrick struggling with the dream? You slide over that in. You slide over there. If you like that,
Oh.
if you like that, you slide over there and you slow him down in. He couldn't do it, bro. But you gonna talk about this man who's shouldering the load? Come on, man. I agree. Patrick got his ass bust. He did. He got his ass bust. I'm no disputing that. But certain people can't speak on that, man.
Let me say one thing. Well, let me just say one thing before you go. When you think of dominant centers, do you ever say Patrick Ewing?
I do, yes.
We didn't have the show plenty of times. I ain't never heard you say Patrick Ewing.
I like Patrick. Because I'm gonna tell you,
I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying that you don't like Pat. Every time we talk about dominant centers, when do you say Patrick Ewing?
Patrick was in the same breath as David.
He wasn't dominant.
Mention him though.
He was better. He was better than Alonzo Mourning though.
But you don't. But my question is,
when you
mention dominant centers, when you say dominant centers, when the last time Patrick Ewing came out your mouth?
I speak on.
He's Patrick. He's not the first. Brian, you're not answering the question.
You're definitely not answering the question.
I mean, I can't tell you the last time I had a Patrick Ewing conversation is the reason. Because you don't. When we talk about, there you go. Right, because when we talk about dominant centers, the first person you come out your mouth will be either Akeem, Shaq, or David Robinson, or Wilt. That's it. You never mention Patrick Ewing. Is Patrick Ewing a top 10 center?
For the record, I'm taking Zoe over Pat. For the record.
No, sir.
I'm taking Zoe over Pat.
Hey,
no,
I don't
sir.
know about that. I don't know about that.
I'm taking Zoe over Pat.
Yeah.
No, sir. Was Patrick Ewing the top 10 center?
Of what, all time?
Yeah.
He should be.
He should be.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be. I don't know why he ain't, but he should be.
I don't know if I would give him top 5, but I give him top 10.
No, he's not top 5 because in the top 5, in no particular order, he's not better than Shaq. He's not better than the Dream. He's not better than Kareem. He's not better than Moses, and he's not better than
You got that top 5 all fucked up, homeboy.
No, I ain't say no. I say no order.
No. I wouldn't even put Moses. You talking about. Hold on. You mean Bill and Wilt?
Wilt, Kareem.
You gotta put Wilt, you know.
Wilt,
Bill
Kareem.
and Wilt. That's the top 5 all time right there.
You must didn't hear.
Bill, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq, Dream. That's the top 5 all time right there.
I second that.
I think Moses.
I like Moses. Nah,
bro. Moses any of those.
Moses was better than Bill.
Personally, I'm not putting Moses.
Hey, look, wait. Let Jeff talk. We ain't let Jeff get his out with Pat.
Hey, the reason what I do, when they say I disrespect the old heads, I'm like, man, but y'all disrespect the new heads, so somebody got to stand up. So when he be go ahead, bro. And when he be like, oh, when Katie ain't have James Harden, he get to beat Greek by himself. How come he ain't beat him? How come he ain't do this? How come he ain't do that? And it's game 7. Kevin Durant scored about 40-some, play all the minutes, play overtime. He tired as hell. And he got a guard too. And he by himself, right? So this Patrick Ewing, that nigga in the finals. Patrick Ewing's in the finals. So the game 7, scored 17. That's DeAndre Ayton. So in game 7, yo, pivotal game, your game of your career, you score 17. I don't care who it is. You supposed to have that I want it moment. It's game 7. What up? He ain't have it. So if that's anybody else in this generation, oh, he don't got no heart. Oh, he choked. He this, he that. But since it's packed, oh, he really gets the dream. No, if you one of them niggas, like you say you is, muscle up. Because Shaq in his third year. Shaq got swept his third year. But he still gave Dream what he can handle. Patrick, you a veteran? What? 7, 8, 9 years? And you give him 17? Oh, wait, 18 in the series, 18 in the series, but 17 game 7? But if that's anybody else, if that's because they criticized LeBron for coming up short. They criticized Stephen Curry for coming up short. They criticized all these niggas for letting 80 Asian niggas who like they do something. It's a problem. But now it's all he don't got the role. Now all of a sudden, Oka bum. Look, Oka bum now because he said something about Patrick Ewing, which was true. Look, which was true. He a bum, but he averaged 11 and 11. That's a double-double.
Like, man, Oakley never no bum. Now knock it off, man.
Hey, niggas. Hey, there's one particular nigga in the group say he a bum because he's speaking on Patrick Ewing. He's not on this level. He's not on this level.
I mean,
but anybody say that,
but he ain't no bum.
Hey, I give him. Yeah, he probably. Yeah.
You know, I went further, and I'm gonna let you finish, Joe. I went further in looking into looking into Oakley talking this and everything like that. You know, he finally started coming out and saying really what the problem is, why he's saying this. If you read further to some of the interviews, he said Patrick had a chance. He said Patrick did not come to his defense in that what was the owner name? Jim what was the owner name?
James Dolan.
What you talking about, James Dolan?
Yeah. He say Patrick had a chance to come to my defense. He say I was his enforcer for 10 years, but he did not come to my defense when I needed him. That's really what's going on here, man. That man knows he's talking outside his ass, man.
But regardless of that, though, I think he got some validity to that too. It's the truth. I agree with that.
It's the truth, regardless of how the truth come out. It's the truth. Hey, but that's my only point. I'm like, man, how can y'all criticize KD for not having his players? He coming up short. Oh, KD not that guy. He's fool's gold. Blah 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 blah. But Patrick Ewing, Game 7 was garbage. Like he was the Andre Ayton. He was Rudy Gobert type numbers. Like what? Then they go. No, I'm just saying. Because
who was his co-star?
Pat Riley, wasn't it?
I say, who was his co-star?
Hey, it don't matter. KD ain't have a co-star in Game 7.
He know where I'm going. Who was his co-star, B? Or Nick? Y'all remember?
Who, Pat?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Wait, he had 12.
Shit. That series, who was?
It was John. It was John Starks.
Was it my Starks?
Yeah, no. Starks went 2 for 18 that game he talking about. 2 for 18, bro. What can I do with that?
Okay. How much they lose back?
6.
Okay.
There you go. Then they get blown out, man.
Wait. If Patrick Ewing was that nigga, he averaged 24.5 in the regular season, and they say he got bad knees, then he averaged 25 on bad knees. That's good. So how come he can't average 25 or better in the biggest game of your life?
I acknowledge that he came up short and got his ass bucked. My co-star goes 2 for 18 in Game 7 when I need it. What can I do with that? I can't get jiggy with that.
Okay.
You got to score. You got to score more than 17. That's what you got to do with that.
No. That goes back to hold on one minute, Jeff. That goes back to what B was saying before we came on camera, and everybody needs some help, whatever that looks like, right? Starks didn't have to be a superstar, but if he had hit, whatever they lost by, I imagine if you say 2 for 18, if he had gone 10 for 18, they would have had a chance. If he had gone 15 for 18, they probably would have won.
Not even 10. You lose by 6, bro. All you got to do is go. Think about this. 6 for 18.
There you go.
Think about this. If Pat is dominating, think about this. Pat is your superstar, right? So if Pat is dominating in the paint, those shots easier for Starks. But you got 17 points, means you're not dominating your matchup. You're not getting double teamed because you're not dominating your matchup. Starks, even though he's supposed to be his co-star, you got to make he had to make things easier for Starks. Did he make things easier for Starks?
Think about this. Look, I'm Patrick, right? I'm Patrick, and I got a beast down here to deal with, right? I got a beast to deal with on both ends.
I get it.
Starks, you don't have a beast to deal with, bro.
I understand that, but the thing is, you got a man, you got to make the game. Nah, hell no.
Hey man, look.
Wait. Hey, I got a question, right? The New York and the Houston Rockets was evenly matched because it went 7, right? So who was Hakeem co-star?
He had a lot of people chip in. We all know that. Ori, Vernon Maxwell.
Hold on.
So he had a bunch of role players around him too. Then.
That year he had Clyde the Glide.
No, Clyde wasn't there yet. Clyde came in second.
That was 95. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Clyde came in second.
He had Kenny Smith.
My point. So they had the same talent. Harper, defender. He had Derek Harper, defender. So don't make it seem like he ain't had the people. He had lots of defenders. He had John Starks. So you can't say that. No, it's evenly matched. It's just Hakeem was a better leader and prepared his troops more. You understand what I'm saying? Right.
But at the same time, let me play devil's advocate real quick. If I'm Pat Riley, right? And my matchup at the 5 is Owan. Pat is not my first option on offense. Ewing is not my first option on offense. Now, who was it? Rudy T? Now, if I'm Rudy T and my matchup is Pat, Owan might be my first or second option on the offensive scheme, though. That's just me.
I think both of them has to be I think both of them has to be your first option, in my opinion.
Be your first option.
No. So you say you're gonna game plan. If you're Pat Riley, you're gonna go through somebody else.
I'm not going through Pat Union. He's not, bro. Pat Union he's not on the same level with Owan, bro.
No. Well, they like top 3, top 4 centers at the time. So he was better, but he wasn't like, it was like LeBron and KD type shit. Like LeBron better than KD, but you can't say LeBron gonna dominate KD because KD gonna come back to him. So you can't say that. Pat, you were supposed to average 24, 25, so you can't say that.
What did Elijah
Pat,
what did Elijah want? Elijah didn't even really, you know what? One thing we have to factor in, and we have to stop acting like we don't remember. Elijah Wan went on a tear them 2 years. Like anybody in his way got the business brought to him. Not just Patrick. He terrorized David. You know what I'm saying? He got the
So let me get me started on David.
He got the best of Karl Malone and Shaq and everybody else. So it wasn't just Patrick that got dominated like this.
I mean, but look, Karl Malone 6'9". Like, please, like Hakeem Olajuwon 7 foot, and he probably won't regard him. But I'm just saying. But hey, all I'm saying is Patrick Ewing, he ain't, as y'all would say, he ain't got no heart. He ain't tough. He ain't all that. He a choker.
Who said that, bro?
Thing y'all do the same part. Huh?
Who said that?
No, I'm saying that's what they say about the stars today. Oh, Kevin Durant don't got no heart. Oh, LeBron ain't got this. Not saying him. I'm just saying people in the group. Okay. These new players don't got this. But when I bring up a moment that the 90s players had, they went against Jordan. Okay. When James Harden lost, he went against Golden State, the best team ever. Oh, he choked. But he went against Steph Curry, KD,
you one of the main ones that say Harden choked.
No. The point, no, that's the point. No, I said, but I'll be fair. Y'all, if I say Patrick Ewing, it's excuses. It's, he ain't had this, he ain't had that. James Harden had who? Evan Gordon? Who? Out of prime, in the prime of CP3 against them, but don't nobody bring up that, you know? I'm just, and yeah, Mike D'Antoni as a coach, no defense. So don't nobody bring up that, you know?
Nobody brings it up, bro, because the fact of the matter is, man, Harden's not a team player. He's just not a team. He's not a team player. He's out for self. He always has been, in my opinion.
Another thing. Go ahead.
Now, I don't want to get off track, but I also want to give you an opportunity to respond to that.
I'm going to respond to the James Harden team player thing. You said James Harden not a team player. Okay, he was in a system. He was in OKC, 6-man. Okay, boom. Okay, he was in a system with Mike D'Antoni that forced him, like he did Steve Nash, had the ball in your hands, blah, 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 blah. We go up, pick and roll to the depth in the half court. Huh?
Did it force him, or that's what he wanted though?
No, Mike D'Antoni. The system is made James Harden or any guard like that, like shooting guard or anybody that can handle the ball like that. And boom. And he wasn't a team player. He wanted his shots and all that. He played point guard in that. So if he wasn't a team player, he was trying to be what Kyrie is, a flat out scorer. He was trying to be Houston Rockets hard. But he dialed it back. He averaged 210 or whatever. Team player. He went to the Philly. He was I like James Harden, but I don't like to be, whatever. He went to Philly. He knew, like, damn, it's Joel Bean team. Let me go ahead and do that. Instead of me trying to get mine, let me go ahead and feed James. Let me go ahead and make Tyrese Maxey better. Tyrese Maxey wasn't doing that. He actually damn now since James Harden came. I'm just saying. So James Harden come, he approved Tyrese Maxey. I'm just saying, because Tyrese Maxey is a shoe guard now. They got him off the ball, so he don't got to worry about bringing the ball up. Blase. Now it's James Harden, the master of the pick and roll with Joel Embiid. I'm just saying, if it was selfish, it would, I'm just saying.
Hey,
but that's just me though.
That's we get to that. I want to touch on Derek Harper. So you brought up.
Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second, B.
Ah, shit.
No. We'll come back to that. So I got this box score up from '94 finals, right? And I'm looking at each game, and this goes to the heart of game plan and then matchup. All right. Game 1, 85-78 Rockets. Top points, Owan, 28. Top rebounds, Otis Thorpe, 16.
Yeah, Otis Thorpe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, 91-83 Knicks. Top points, Owan, 25. Top rebounds, Pat, 13.
How many rebounds?
13.
Okay.
13.
Game 3, 93 Rockets win, 2 tied for 21. Doesn't say who. Two top points, 2 tied for 21. Top rebounds, 13. Pat Ewing. Game 4, Knicks win. Top points, Owan, 32. Top rebounds, Oak, 20. Game 5, Knicks. Top points, Owan, 27. Top rebounds, Otis Thorpe, 13. Game 6, Houston. Top points, Owan, 30. Top rebounds, Pat, 15. Game 7, Houston. Top points, Owan, 25. Top rebounds, Oakley, 14. Now that goes to, I read that because that goes to what I'm saying. If I'm Pat Riley, no, my first option is not going to be Pat Ewing.
No, you tripping. I ain't gonna lie, you tripping.
Bro, I just read it to you. He got
You know why I'm gonna agree with you on that. I never thought about this. No, hold on. Let me tell you why I'm agree with you. I also while I was looking up all this stuff on Oakley with this situation, Derek Harper did an interview about it.
He was
and
also
Derek
on that
Harper,
team.
yeah, Derek Harper said, Derek Harper, who was on that team, he said what B just said. He said he think that the game plan was wrong. He say what he does fault Patrick about, because he disagrees with Oakley. He say Patrick was a leader by example. He say Oakley was the vocal leader. He say Patrick was who they followed.
Oak was the hardest soul.
Right. He say the difference in the two schemes or whatever like that, he said it was about execution. He said the Knicks was more about get their best player the ball to score, when they need it. The Rockets was about get the best opportunity to score. And that was the difference. He said they did more of sharing the ball to the other guys and getting other people involved better than the Knicks did. Yeah. That was Derek Harper, who was on that team. That's what he said.
Yeah, I called out Owan's name like 4 or 5 times for top scorer in the game, not just for the Rockets, in the game.
Hey, that goes to our point when we say Patrick Ewing ain't won it. That's the point, because ain't no way you 17, 18 and got a 1 20-point game or maybe 2. Come on,
well,
ain't no way.
I don't know. He just wasn't a top scorer.
Ain't no way.
I have to
Because
dig deep.
Hey, look, if that's Joel Embiid, boy, he go, hey, Joel Embiid,
He ain't gonna play.
If he'll get hurt.
Right, he ain't gonna play.
No,
That's
if
what
he'll
Joel
get hurt.
Embiid
If
gonna
that's
do.
Joel Embiid, he ain't going out like Willie Lump. I'm sorry, he ain't going out like that.